New details tonight. A Jackson man has died nearly 10 years after he was shot in the capital city. Coroner Jeremiah Howard says 35-year-old Justin Butler died July 12th from complications of his gunshot wounds. Butler was one of 3 men who were shot on Capitol Street and Ford Avenue December 7th, 2016. Butler was hit in the chest and armpit when he was 26 years old. His death is being classified as a homicide.